Alright guys, I'm Devin and we are here in the shop. Now this video is probably going to be very controversial and it's probably going to make some people mad, but we're going to do this to try it. What I have is a Lionel Easy Track and I'm going to try to set it up as an outdoor garden train setup. Now I live in South Carolina, kind of a subtropical area. We do get a lot of rain, and I know that this is going to rust. I know this, but I think if I stay on top of it, keep it clean, it'll be a good hobby, and maybe properly maintain it. Hopefully I can keep this alive for a little while. Really, as much track as I have and as many cars, I don't really have any place to put it other than outside. I plan to build a nice, elaborate garden train setup in the very near future with like Atlas track, nickel, the nickel silver track, stuff that will last outside. But for now, since I already have the track, we might as well put it outside and we'll do some videos on what it takes to keep this stuff alive. Now I know that people have told me the plastic won't survive outside and all that jazz. Look guys, I get it, I know, but the train will be in the shade, and I do plan to keep, let me rephrase that, the train will be in my building whenever I'm not running it, but the track, I plan to keep it covered with a tarp if I can remember to. But we're just going to see if this Lionel Easy Track can survive the elements outside. Now, I wish that it would, and we all know that it's going to rust. But with this Easy Track setup, it's just so tempting to use because the road bed's already there, and it works. So let's get outside and start laying this thing out. I've got some material that I'll use underneath my road bed, which is going to be asphalt millings, just to kind of keep it somewhat level. But we'll get out there and we'll start putting some stuff together. Alright guys, so if you follow this video series, you know that I had a bunch of trash right here in barrels. I finally got those removed. We're going to wind up building a really nice patio in this area, and I want to put a big ovular train set through here. Now, I know we're running the Easy Track. A lot of people's told me that it's not going to work, but I'm going to try several things that might help it survive. Like what we're going to try to do is keep this stuff alive as long as we can. I know that we're probably going to have issues, but what we're doing here really is testing. So let's get into it. So what I did was I bought like a flyer set, I guess you call it, like the Lionel flyer, and it came with all this track. It came with some track. Let's back up. But I bought 6 of the 30-inch straight pieces to make a pretty large oval. I've already pre-assembled some of this, and I know that we're going to have to kind of level the bed up just a little bit more. That's completely fine. This road bed here was from a previous project where we attempted to do this with some old Tyco stuff, and the HO scale did not work outside, which was my fault because the way that I done it, the asphalt millings, like the oils off the asphalt millings, actually got onto the tracks, and it caused a ton of problems. So we're going to avoid that this time, and we're going to try to keep this as level as possible, because eventually, I'd love to branch off this and make it pretty nice. And what we ultimately have in plan is gonna be a really nice fire pit right here. I'm gonna put some pavers down, some pea gravel. It's gonna look really good. We just have to get to that point. But yeah, I'm gonna start putting some more track together here. We really need this power section right here. That way it's closer to our building. So let's see here. How is this together? Okay. Let's make sure we should have a small joint in that one too. That way it completes our full loop. There's the piece that I was looking for, but I'm gonna go ahead and put that on this side. All right, so this is gonna be like the basis of the layout. Now, we're gonna definitely have to put some material under our track to keep it all level as the train runs around it. And I've got just the stuff for it. Let's see here. Nice. You can see quite the elevation difference through here. So we're really gonna have to get this thing squared up so that it runs right. Need to get something to get underneath this piece of track. We might put a brick under it for right now. But I planned for stuff like this. So what we're doing, that right there is really just what I want for right now. Until we can get some atlas track and do this thing right. But I just really want to test this stuff out. So let's just get this right here for now. It's probably gonna be too high. Yeah, it is. I might go ahead and just get the actual material I'm gonna put under this thing and do it right. So the material that we're gonna use for our road bed, I actually got it from work, and it's asphalt millings. I'll let it get rained on a couple days. That's my brother. I'll let it get rained on a little while so that it'll kind of knock the dust down out of it, and it might help it kind of set. So what we want to do is just get the track level. And this stuff works really good because it'll kind of harden up. Over time, with heat, the oils in the asphalt millings will actually kind of bond back together and almost turn into like a plastic. Best way to describe it. Now I'll probably do something a lot more fancy here in the upcoming future. Pants are falling down. What we want to do though is make sure we don't really come in contact with the rails with any of this material, because it will cause problems. The tar from this stuff, what happens is it gets on the rails and on the track, and it doesn't allow it to, it won't conduct electricity very well. I found that out on the HO stuff. But this should work. I'm going to level out some of the track, kind of get it roughed in, and then we'll get a train on it and see how it likes it. All right, so you see what we got going on here. It's pretty well leveled and tamped. I'm gonna let the train run around it some, find all the low spots and the soft spots, and then fix it. Eventually this is gonna be a whole lot bigger, but I just wanna see if it's possible to use this style of track, and if not, that's fine. We'll get some Atlas track and we'll do it right. I'm just trying to see if there's a cost-effective way to set something like this up and it work. So I'm gonna go get the rest of all the cars and get this thing powered up, and we're gonna run it around the line and we'll see if it works. And then let's say I'll make another video Saturday. We'll have some rain in between then, and we'll see how hard it is to get the rail back clean. Now you guys, you gotta remember, I mean, I have a strong feeling that this will work. As long as you keep it clean. We could probably use like battery corrosive remover, all kind of stuff. We can just try different methods and just see how much work it is to keep this line operating. So it's not very big. I mean, it's pretty big, but it's not extremely big. But what we're going to do is just see if it works. All right, so if anybody's wondering, what we're using is the Lionel Line Chief setup. I like it because you can hook your phone up to it. You can control the entire train with your phone. So here is the maiden voyage of this train. Let's see how it goes. It's definitely not level, that's for sure. But it's a Lionel. And it should stay on the tracks. And you guys got to remember that there's a lot of railroads out there in this world that are not plumb and are not level. So this right here is going to be pretty much part one of this entire series, because we're going to expand on this. We're going to make it way bigger, maybe a lot wider. We're going to have some Ys. We're going to definitely use something better for the road bed itself. I just haven't figured out what I want to use yet. Right now, I just want to see if the track will survive. I don't want to see how the cars do being outside. Now, personally, if they get a weathered look to them, moss growed on them, they look kind of rough, that's going to be fine, because to me, that's going to be more of a realistic look, because train cars are outside, not inside. This would look a whole lot better if it was a diesel locomotive, but I like this. I don't really like running a train set fast. I think it looks better kind of at a more scaled speed, about like this. So we got some low spots there. But I kind of like the uneven track. It just seems like it makes it a little bit more realistic, especially on your short line stuff. I love your short lines are in bad shape. But hopefully we can keep this alive, and if so, we'll get some more of the 30-inch pieces. We'll run this thing way on out toward the building here, and just really expand on this. I want to put some nice gravel all in here, and let's make it really, really nice. So, all right, guys, make sure to like and subscribe. Hopefully you like this video. We're going to try to keep these kind of tests going on, and hopefully this will work. So, all right, have a good one. Thank you.